Hello, scrappy friends. Welcome. There we go. I don't know why my intro shuts off so quickly. It does not do that when I'm setting up. But anyway, welcome everybody. My name is Diane Gutierrez, and you happen to come across my live scrapbooking event. So thank you for joining me. And yeah, go ahead, pop in the comments that you're here and where you're from. And I know a lot of you watch on replay, so I just want to say a shout out to those on replay as well. So hi Sharon. So thanks for joining me. Let's go ahead and do a little bit of chatting first, and then we will get right into our page for today, okay? So what is happening around Creative Memories world? Well, let me show you. So if you love purple, then this has been your week for sure. And I'm gonna pause real quick. Yes, Sharon, I got your message. Let me back this up real quick. I'll come back and talk about that. Anyway, I will respond shortly. So here we go. Yes, this is a beautiful, beautiful collection that was released this week. It is called Full of Wonder. Here I'm just showing you the buy it all bundle because it is on a 10% discount right now until June 14th. And there's a lot of bold, pretty purples, blues, and a little bit of green. So very, very nice. And I haven't seen it in person yet. I'm just assuming it's going to be very beautiful. I get mine tomorrow, so I'm going to rush to open it because I'm very intrigued by this. And then now there we go. There we go. My screen won't change. Okay, so they also released 2 shimmer pins at purple and blue. So I was thinking about this. I do have all the colors because I rushed and got those silver and gold ones, and now these, and so I'm going to be very excited. But you know what I realized? I haven't even used them yet, so I feel like we really need to get those out and use them and see what they do. So I was just thinking this morning, maybe on our next live we should attempt to get those out and use them. I think that would be super fun. They look super fun. I have the one open that came in that secret box last year, and that's the only one I've used, and I do like it. So those released this week, and then the 2 shades of shimmer paper. I apologize, I'm not paying attention to the speed at which my slides are running. So 2 shimmer papers were added to our regular line, and these came out in a special pack, I believe, earlier this year. So Wild Wisteria and Vista both look very beautiful. So, and then of course, you guys know me. This was my favorite part of the release. I cannot wait to see this banner punch. I was thinking we need a new banner punch, and here we go. This one I love because it has that swervy like dip into it. It kind of swerves and dips, where our other ones, some do and some don't, but you have to kind of trick them to get them to dip. So I'm very excited about this. They look small too, so that'll be so much fun. Then just yesterday, they announced this new line that is coming out just today. Actually, as we're going live here, it's going live on the website. And this is a shout out to Alzheimer's Association. And the idea here is with the 8x8 albums, that they're smaller and they're more lightweight to hold, so older people can handle them a lot easier. So they put this line out specifically with that in mind. And there's 2 album covers, that purple and the gray one, as well as an 8x8 paper album that you see pictured there as well. So they look very nice. And of course, it's that deep purple that would go perfect with our Full of Wonder collection as well. Let's speed. Okay, and then we have some stickers that go in that sheet with that collection. And just so you know, those border stickers, I believe, are only 8 inches. They're not going to be our standard 12 inches because it's designed to go in the 8x8 album. But they do the stickers and the border strips and the words they all look very, what I like to call generic. Not a bad thing. It just means that I feel like I could use them on lots of different layouts. And then the special edition purple handled all-purpose scissors. These are purely just for fun. There's no special thing about them. They're no different than our blue ones, but just fun. If you like purple, then these scissors. Like I think Noreen said on her video last night, like, doesn't everybody just need a good pair of scissors? And these are, Creative Memories has always had, these scissors have always been great. And I have them in different areas of my house, not just my craft room. So I'm sure a lot of you agree with that. Okay, and then the last thing, it's coming. Let's bump that forward. There we go. Are these little mini buttons and the digital art kit. Now both of these, the proceeds from these will go to the Alzheimer's Association. They're going to donate all the profits to them, and I think that's wonderful. These little buttons are like $2 or something, so I don't know, if you're in there, consider just popping those in your cart just to help a good cause. I do love what they say. I wish those were stickers. Those would be great on a scrapbook layout. But I wanted to talk about the digital art kit for a moment, because I get a lot of people asking about the digital art kits. You guys know I do use those occasionally. In fact, I printed some out for today, so kind of a coincidence. But this is a great one. If you're considering just trying the Creative Memories digital art kits, this is a good one because there's 48 elements, so it's not a huge amount. You can totally work with this. And the icons are, like I was saying a moment ago, they're very generic. These come straight from the sticker sheet. And I feel like they're very generic. You can use them on a ton of different layouts. I mean, cameras, hearts, the word love, people I love, all those, and all the little word stickers off to the side there, my children, my family, my spouse, those can all be used over and over. And this is a great one because of it's not a huge amount, and you can, it's very universal. And you can, a lot of these you can print straight, even without a Cricut or a Silhouette machine. I feel like you can print and cut these and fussy cut these out very easily. So I just wanted to put that out there. So this, if you've been thinking about it, this might be the one. It's $4.95, I believe, for the US price, and all the proceeds go to a good cause. So it's kind of a win-win, right? So give the digital art kits a try if you haven't. So, okay, let me jump down here. Hello to everybody who's joining. Hi, Susan, welcome. Your first time here. Oh, you're driving, Carla. Carla, seems like you're always on the move. You lucky girl. Okay, what else do we have going on? Let me jump here. Oops, it wasn't muted. I have my Sizzlin Scrap in Summer is starting up June 15th. So if you haven't checked this out, if you're interested, there is a registration link in the description of this video. And there's no, you can open the registration without being committed to registering. So if you just wanted to read more about it, we're going to meet 6 times during the summer. I'm so excited about this. The first set of handouts is going out probably tomorrow. So, yep, if you're interested, please go check that out. And then one more announcement. And here it is. Yep, I started my own website. If you haven't heard, I announced it yesterday on Facebook, and well, my VIP group knew last week when I launched it. I think, yeah, it was last week, the end of May. I've been wanting to do this for so long, and just time, it takes time and to learn how to set that all up. But yeah, I've been enjoying it. It's fun. And over there, it has a blog. And so I really want to use that blog to better communicate with all of you. So go check that out. So there's a blog. There's also a page that has my current events. So if you're looking to see a place to join us and do some online virtual events, then I have them listed there. And then of course there's a shop. So if you're looking for, right now I have a few maybe exclusive items or things you can't get any longer, and some regular items too from Creative Memories. And that shop's going to be ever changing because I wanted to launch it, so I had to just launch it with what I had in there, and then it's going to be you know, ever changing as most shops are, right? So So yeah, please go check that out. And thank you, Carla. Yeah, I'm very excited about it. Okay, let me come on back and look at that. That's my that's my new webpage right there, DianeGutierrezScrapbooking.com. So if you can't find it just by searching Diane Gutierrez Scrapbooking, it's because it's new and it hasn't been, accessed that much, and so it doesn't come up. So I've noticed when I'm telling people they have to type in the www and then the .com to get it to come up. So just want to put that out there. Okay, so what are we going to do today? We are going to just scrapbook. Sometimes I don't have like a class in mind. I just want to get a layout done. I have some photos here I want to get in my album. I'm like 4 or 5 layouts away from finishing my 2021 album. And I was on my VIP crop on Saturday and I was showing the album and they convinced me I really had to shrink it into 2 sets because I just getting so many layouts in there. So I have, after today, I think I'll have about 4 more pages or layouts. So 8 pages to do and then that will be done. So very excited. So I'm going to flip over to my overhead and show you what I have in mind. Okay. So let me take a sip and put this away. Okay. So I actually have some photos here of just a little family get together when I went out with my in-laws, and it was just such a fun night. We were, this was it was summer of 2021, and we're just hanging out, having fun, and eating dinner at a restaurant. I think we were actually celebrating my birthday. It wasn't on my birthday or anything, but and we love this restaurant, so I just wanted to get these in my album. There's nothing super special about it, just that I love the photos that we took and I want to get them in my album. So normally when I create, I like to use a lot of layers, a lot of color, and a lot of pattern paper because that's my thing. I love pattern paper, and I just have a very Sharon, talk about that punch, but my first weakness is pattern paper. I just feel like I could add anything to my stash anytime and then go back to it when I need it. So, but I'm going to use Summer Break collection today because I don't know, these pictures just, even though it looks like a lot of people are wearing black, but including myself, but it was just a summery feel, I guess, to this night. It was in July. And so I thought, after I went through my packs of paper, I thought this one's going to be perfect. So that's my plan for today. And I'm going to pull out 4 different pieces. So we are at a barbecue restaurant in those photos. So I thought this gingham is perfect. So this is actually like a yellow tone. So it's red with a little yellow. You really could tell when it's up against the other yellow. But at first glance, I thought it was white, but it's not. It's yellow. It's pretty. It's different. And then I'm going to bring in some blues, and I have some other colors here for accents if I want to do that as well. Let me just put those aside. So I'm going to bring in these 4 different pieces. That light blue one says Good Times, which I thought was perfect. And I'm going to build up onto some white cardstock today. Not a lot's going to be showing. I'm going to have a little at the top and a little at the bottom. So today I am actually using cardstock and not my index sheets, only because whenever I'm going to expose some of it, my index sheets get kind of wrinkled sometimes and I don't want that to be showing. So I'm just going to use some good old white cardstock, and I might change my mind and bring in something else, but I don't think so, because not a lot's going to be exposed. And in fact, I didn't even bring any to my desk. So, okay, let's see. Why do I feel so zoomed in? Okay, let's just put these aside and we'll start cutting. So my biggest, boldest piece of paper that I'm going to use today is going to be this red gingham. So I don't want to use a ton of it. I just want a little bit to kind of bring in that barbecue kind of feeling. So I am going to do a 1.5 inch cut. And I'm going to do 2 of those, 1 for each side. I'm going to do a couple strips down the side of my layout and then a block in the center. It's one of my go-to designs is to use that block idea in the middle. It gives me lots of places to house my photos. So next to my gingham strip, I'm going to bring in a light blue, this light blue one that says Good Times, and I think I'll do 1 inch. I'm trying to line it up so that I slice it right between there so the whole thing says Good Times. Well, let's just check. Yeah, that should do it. Okay, let's see how that comes out. And I'm actually going to put that one over there, I think. And then this one on this side. So that's super cute. The back, I might be bringing that back in. Let's see. So that's going to be 2 sides. And then for my block in the center, I thought this yellow paper would be very nice. And I think what I'm going to do is use a full piece. I kind of have a somewhat of a plan, but backside is the sun's. And let's see, I'm going to do 6 inches. Yeah, 6 inches so that I could use a piece on each side. It's a pretty good cut if you want to use a slice on each side. And then, let's see, my idea is line this up here and here and have this right in the middle or somewhere around here. So this is 1.5, 2.5. Let's take off 2.5 inches. Will leave us with what, 9.5? Yeah, 9.5, right? There's that math. Yes. Whew. And we'll keep that. And we'll do the same thing for the other side. So today I am doing a mirror image. Same thing on both sides. Okay, and now for the wavy paper. This is a directional piece, so I want to make sure my waves are going the other side. Oh, that's pretty on the other side too. Well, we'll cut it and then we'll decide. And I'm going to put it down here at the bottom and probably move this around. So I'm going to do about, let's see here, lining this up in the center. So I have about 3 inches on each side. I do want some white at the top and the bottom. So I'm going to do about 2.5 inches here at the bottom. 2.5. And I want it the same size as that middle block. So we'll go 9.5. And I do want 1 for each side. And there we go. Okay, I might come back and put a little at the top of my block as well, but for right now, let's see. Let's just work on one side. So I know Carla said she's driving. Is anybody in their craft room working today? Getting some projects done? Let's see, so it's going to sit something like that. I might scoot that down just a tad. And trying to decide if I want one at the top. I think I will. I'll do a 1 inch strip for the top and see if we like it. It's only 1 inch, so. And again, 9.5. yes, that the shimmer paper is addictive. I love Creative Memories shimmer paper. It's so, you know, before they had that, I would get glitter paper just from the store and so thick and in your face, and I never would use it, but the shimmer paper is beautiful and it just adds a little bit of bling. So yeah, I like it better with it at the top. So let me go ahead and cut one for the other side. So Susan, you're watching from work or from lunch, I guess. I don't know if you're and well, hopefully you'll get into your craft space later and be able to get some pages done or something done. And that one will go on the other side. Okay. We'll go ahead and start adhering so I can move these around a little bit easier. But let's see if we like it. Do we like it? Polka dots. I don't think I'm liking that with the polka dots. Yep, I'm going to go back to the blue. Okay. I'll go ahead and get this adhered down. Oh, fun, Lori. You're going to finish that book up just on time before the graduation, hopefully. Oh, there's my tape. Here it is. Oh, yeah, I do that a lot too, Sandy. I leave my my projects out, and that's was one of the best things when I was able to have an open space where I didn't have to put everything away every night and just leave it there, and I can go in and out and work on it, think about what the next step's going to be, come back and work on it a little bit more. Like 15 minutes a day, and then I would be done with a layout finally in a week. Okay, let's do this. There we go. And let me do this bottom part first. So I want that maybe like an inch. An inch seems to be a good amount always for me. So yeah, I'm going to come up from the bottom 1 inch. This was a 2.5 inch piece. Here we go. Oops. I just bumped that. Let me give that a little bit of repo up here. Okay. And then this one, I must have did this one a little slightly smaller. That's okay. I can trim off a little bit when I'm completely finished if I need to. My main thing is I want it to be close to my border strips over here. And then this piece will come right on top of that. Yeah, look at that. Okay, gonna have to trim that. Could just be the paper, the white paper. Couldn't possibly be my cutting, could it? There we go. Okay. I'm going to trim this off. You've done 63 pages since January, Lori. That's awesome. Yep. Yeah, it's a good way to work, right? You just kind of lay it all out. When you have a few minutes, go in and get something done. Okay, I just want a little sliver off of here. I was thinking shimmer, a little shimmer off of here. I just want a little sliver. I think that'll be good. Let's see. Nope, I didn't hit it. So let's come back. I can't get that top. We might have to figure out another way to cover that up. Let's give it a nice cut. That should do it. There we go. Oh, it's shredding. I think I need to change my blade. I changed my mat, but my little strip there, but let's take care of this and clean it up. Made it worse. That's okay. Okay, there we go. fixed. Kind of. There we go. Okay, let's adhere the other side. There we go. I don't know why I'm not using my repositionable. I could move it around if I need to. I feel like my strips are straight. It's just the edge on the other side, so we're not going to worry about it. I say that and then I trimmed it. Okay, yeah, off a little bit right there. There we go. Try not to worry about those kind of things too much because it's just a page. Once I get my photos on, and I'm hoping it won't be too obvious when there's a little bit of something off. Look at this one. That couldn't be my cutting, could it? Okay, I'm going to come up 1 inch again. That's a huge difference. And this way. Oops, one more. Yep, that one is going to bother me. That's a big piece. And then right here. Hi, Deborah. And one other small piece right here, right on top. Okay. There we go. Let me trim off that. That's almost about 1/4 of an inch right there. So let's see what the paper's measuring at. Oh, yeah. Okay, let me do one more. I didn't get all of it. Look, let's see here. Wiggle that over. It's going to be too short now. Let's trim this off again. I know they say that there can be some little bit extra, but wow. Okay, that's going to be my base pages. Let me put them back here in the center so you can see them. Feel kind of messy right now. And it's going to look like this. There we go. I am very zoomed in today. Let me see if I can change that a little bit without causing too much craziness. There we go. Let's try that. There, that's a little bit better. Okay. Okay, so my photos. I only have six photos, and I have 4 horizontal and 4 horizontal and 2 vertical. So I could do something like this. I love that group shot. This one could be trimmed down, and this one could be trimmed down too, because it's just us right here, not all those other people. So let's see. I like this one because that's kind of like both of these. I'm going to keep both of those whole, and then let's see if I want to trim down the other one. So let's work on this page over here. I do want to see about putting a mat behind there. I brought in some mats here. Let's see. The yellow one is kind of nice. I like the blue one, but I feel like I have a lot of blue now. I like that yellow. Let's see here. I'm going to trim this just a tad to get the arm out of the photo. Oh, got a little sticker and stuff stuck to my trimmer. Oh, let's see. Yep, I like that. Okay, so that's going to stay there. I'm just going to decide if I want to mat it or not. I like this Summer Memories. I might be using that as a title. Journaling box. More yellow. Do we like green? No. Gonna hold off on that one. Okay. Over here, I could trim this down a bit. Focus in on that photo. And then this one, let's grab our templates and see. I'm kind of thinking 4x4, but I also could do it a lot smaller. Yeah, 4x4, it's still really big. And 3.5. If you haven't seen me use my templates, these are just little mats from the Dollar Tree. You find them in the kitchen section, and I've just trimmed them and to common sizes that I use often. Okay, so this one I am going to go 3.5 inches. Actually, I'm going to put it back here and decide where I'm going to cut those 3.5 inches. So let's see. I want them in the center. I don't know the person walking behind them. So just above their feet. And then 3.5 is what we decided. And then, yep, I'll get the car out of there, but that person walking, he's going to be forever in my album. Okay. And then this one. I don't need the name of that restaurant because that's not where we were eating. But it looks like it's going to be in there. If I keep this one at 3.5. Let's see. I'll come down to the bottom. I can make it smaller, I suppose. 3.5. I do like the flowers in that photo. And there we go. Okay. Enjoy Corpus Christi, Carla. I've been there once. It's beautiful. This one I kept full. Just wondering. And I do want to take some of this off though, so let's see. Nope, I like the background. Okay, that's what I'm going to work with. I feel like when I trim my photos, I could pretty much work with anything. Okay, let's see. This one will go like this. I want it kind of in that yellow, but I'm not dead set on that. And something like this. So a little bit of a kind of a grid over here, just pushing them and tucking them closer together. There we go. I like that photo layout and I think I'll keep it. So let me go ahead and get some of these. I'm just deciding if I need any mats over on the right hand side. And I might come back in with a little pop of color instead of a full on matte. Well, we'll see. Okay. Let's see what other colors because I had this sheet that I really like, and I also have I have no scraps except for what I just cut today. I have used this, but I guess I don't have any scraps. I love this one, and I do like the limes. And both the sides of those. Okay, let's see here. How about green? Let me decide. Let me come back to that thought. I'm thinking of just bringing in a little splash of something, but let me lightly adhere these down to the page so I don't keep knocking them around. We'll put this one right in here. Oh, good. Even when I came back, I got rid of that little area right there. Okay, so let's do this and get this one down as well. Oh, hi, Michelle. You made it to a live. Yay. Well, you just missed me assembling the page, and you can see I did a couple strips here, and then I did my photo placement. So I did a couple strips on the side, and then I did this block here in the center so I could put my photos on that nice big block. And I used 2 different pattern papers. I'm just going paper heavy on this layout. And this one will go probably down a little bit from that one. Oops. Okay, there we go. I have this big spot right here, and I'm thinking of a banner coming down. So I want to decide what colors, and I was looking at these. Some more of the good times would be nice. Let's do 2.5 inches. Let me grab my punch, because our punch is 2.5 inches. I have a nice big area up there, so. And let's see. I could come hanging way down here. Let's see. Let's cut that where I marked it. I think that was right there. Let's see. Can I stick it in here? Ooh, they're a little dusty. I haven't used this one in a while. Will it fit? Oh, I need to do the other side so that the good times are going the right direction. Let's see. Something like that. I like it. And now let's see about the other side. Yeah, let's do this part. It'll be hanging down like that. Let's give it a little bit of a trim. We'll do a 2. That was 2.5. Let's see. How big was that one? It was 3 inches. So let's do about 2 3/4 by 2 1/4. We don't have an exact measurement for this, so I'm going to turn it upside down and kind of get it in there as centered as I possibly could. Sorry, I want to make sure I could see it. Let's hold it there. Let's see if it worked. It did. So my idea is to do something like this and put that up there as my banner. Okay, kind of like the watermelons, but since I didn't already have a scrap, I haven't cut into that one. I do like those limes too. I feel like would both go on this foodie page. And I'm gonna put that up there. Could have been a little longer. Let's try it again. Let's go a little bit longer. I'm gonna go about 4 inches. Again, I want the good times to be going up and down, so you'll go this way. And much better. But now my green one's a little small. So let's redo the green one. I'll save those for a different layout. Whoops. And we did 2 1/4. Right, 2 1/4. And I want the blue at the bottom of the banner strip, so I'll put it in this way. Again, I have to turn it over to get it as centered as possible. It was a little easier to hold on with the big strip. And it'll go like this. Now I don't have any green. We're gonna do this one more time, guys. I want just the perfect amount. This is crazy. Let's try this one more time. How many banners does Diane have to cut to get the perfect one? Let's see if this will be it. Yes, you see, I wanted that green. I just wanted that little pop of green, and I wasn't thinking that through. And let's go ahead and trim that. Okay. Yep, I just want a little bit of the good times showing out so it matches my borders or my strips of paper. It's not really a border. There we go. And that's going to go right up there. It's going to put a little bit of repo on there to hold it in place. Yep, whenever I have a big opening, I like to do a banner or a tag. And that's perfect. Okay. Adds a little bit of green because I do have some green in my photos, so I like that. Okay, let's talk about, excuse me, my title and my journaling area. So so this is summer break collection, and I went through and I picked out anything that I thought could be food related, since I'm not really doing like swimsuits or anything. And so of course my tags are perfect. These drinks are perfect. I even brought in the little butterfly. I'm not sure about these fruit ones, but I pulled them out anyway. I like this one, Summer Snapshots. Don't think I meant to pull that one because it's not that kind of barbecue. But that's okay. We'll put it in here for now. And I like that. Then, as I was mentioning earlier, I cut out some on my Cricut this morning. This is from the, I believe it's called Backyard Barbecue. And I just printed a bunch of different ones. Like this one's cute. Barbecue Party. I love that. Party Time. These seemed all appropriate for us visiting this barbecue restaurant and having a little bit of fun. Good Eats. And these were also the same colors that I was using also. So, and then I did a couple die cuts in some matching colors. So we'll have to come back to all this. Right now we're just looking for a title. So I do like, I need to get this a little trimmed off. I see I haven't used my Cricut in a while, so maybe my blade. I like that up there. I like this one too. And we're gonna go with Party Time because it brings in that red. This one's cute. Also, it's a little smaller. And I could have printed that a little bigger. Well, maybe we can incorporate that somewhere else, like maybe over here somewhere. We'll find a place for it. And Good Eats will find a place. So I'm gonna go with my title as Party Time. Let me go ahead and pop that up onto some foam. Okay. Whoops. Okay. I'll leave the backing on for now, just so we can see it. There we go. Party Time. And my journaling area. We'll come back to all the fun embellishments. Oh yeah, I had this title too, Summer Memories. We're gonna go with Party Time. I like that red up there. And this is the note card I'm gonna bring in. It says noteworthy. think it's going to be a good, I was worried about the blue, but I think it's going to be okay. Let's see. Let's trim this down. And do I have room on this page? Thinking here. So I feel like this page is full. These are very lightly put down, so maybe I can come up. Let's see. Actually, I think I like it right there. I like it because it's kind of staggering over all of my pattern paper here and kind of coming into my white space over here. So let's go ahead and keep that. And here it is. I'm going to tuck it right under there, come up a little bit more. And yep, it'll go right here. That'll give me a little spot to journal what we were doing. Okay. So as I was building my title and journaling area, that also started my ideas for where I will do some embellishing. So let's do some quick embellishing. And I need a spot over here. And in fact, right here, I am thinking, I did bring my thirst quencher border making cartridge. Let's give it a punch. I'm thinking maybe have like a piece running here, but not, oops, you can't see. A piece running at the top right here, but not the whole way across, just a little piece. I'm going to try red. Blue would probably be nice too. Okay, so I've only done a sample cut with this. I have not, I test them right away to, get any oils off, but I need to stand up. I feel like this. There we go. This is only the second time I've punched it, so that's fun. I actually thought I had some pictures of drinks on the table, but I guess I did not. Okay, so I'm gonna trim this up. I like the little mason jar there. Let me get my fine tip scissors. Here they are. And go right around that handle of the mason jar. I don't think I'll go over to the red. I think I'll just come slightly onto the blue. Get the little words in there. And come down. So I think I'm going to take this all the way to probably, let's see, come in a little more. This picture right there. So let me trim around that picture handle. And do that. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Just have a little decoration up there, little pop of something. Let's. Oh, I'm making a big mess over here on my cart today. Let's see that. Get my little mat out. And line this back up again. Oh, tucked under might be cute too. There we go. I like it. It's really cute. Cute punch. Okay. And let's see. What else do I want to do? So I'm going to have up here, I think I need to straighten it, but I'll fix it later. Maybe I could do an embellishment cluster here or even down here or both. So I did cut out those little doilies. Oh, and some hearts. And been busy in my room today already. I thought these would make good embellishment cluster bases. In fact, I think I might go right up here. Now with this one, I could have ran it through twice and I would have gotten all the little holes out. It does look cute when all the holes are out. No blue. Yellow. Yellow's cute. Yeah, I'm gonna go with yellow. And then maybe over here I can do white. Would I want it off to the side or tucked in? I kind of like it right in here. It gets rid of that little awkwardness between this area where the photos aren't quite lined up. Kind of now joins them together by adding that little base. And I don't know if I'll use the rest. And maybe I'll put barbecue party right down here. That's cute. And I'm just going to start going at it, I guess. I'm going to start layering these cluster areas up. If I want a third one, maybe I can bring that in up there. I have these cute banners that I cut from the digital art kit. And this one was super cute. It said, "Let's eat." I do want some yellow over here. I've covered up a lot of my yellow. I don't know about my banners. As far as the blue, did I cut any others? Let's see. Another blue one. Oh, here's a red one. Yeah, I don't know about the blue. Red here. Because I have red in everything. The "Let's Eat" will have to go up onto some foam tape if I decide to keep that. Barbecue. Let's put that up here and see if we like it. Got a lot of words going on. That's okay. I won't have to journal as much. There's a lot to choose from. Look at this one. Sauce Boss. That's cute. This was, what did I say? Backyard barbecue. I don't think I got the collection. It might have been a promotional thing. Tags are cute. I don't know. I don't think so. Not for today. Where's our little, I do like these. And the other drink. There it is. And the little barbecue sauce. Okay. Okay. Now to make some decisions here. Good Eats. I feel like I'm forcing it up there. Oh, how about this little cocktail? Or too much yellow. Let's see. I like this. That's cute. And then this one. That's cute too. Let's see. This is my thinking process. Bring this down a little bit. Get that drink in there. Or at least the barbecue sauce. Well, I don't know. Let's see. I do have a white heart. Okay, let me see what's on the sticker sheet, because I knew there were some things on here that might work. Of course, I love the flowers. I know, right? This was all from that one, from the one digital art kit that I have. And I think I printed all the ones that related to barbecue, because I figured if I don't use them today, I'll use them on another layout. Let's see. There is a lot. Believe it or not, there's probably a lot that I could use. I think I might actually bring in some of the flowers, just because I love anything floral. There's a lot of little hearts. And on this page, there's perfect, like, family selfie, because we were doing a... Is that considered a selfie when you do a group? good times, having fun. There is just so many that I could use that don't specifically scream summer break. Enjoying the ride. Barefoot is better. Oh, I like that one. Barefoot is better. Okay. Let me see what I'm going to do. Let's bring in some flowers. I know I want to do that. So I'm thinking down here, and then raise this up onto some foam. Let's lightly place that there. Yeah, let's put this on some foam. And we can move it around. Maybe we want the flowers on the other side. No, I definitely want the flowers on the side with the journaling box. Okay, that's gonna be like this. There we go. That's how I want it right there. Flowers coming around, and then I'm going to go ahead and take off the backings, and then this will sit right like that so I can see all those beautiful flowers. Nice. And I feel like I'm forcing anything else. Well, maybe not the sauce box. Let's come back to that. Okay, up here, I do like that little doily. Doilies go good whenever you're doing food photos, right? So let me go ahead and put this up here. Just want a little bit popping out. And then I will commit to, well, let's see, how did I have this? What needs to go first here? The love banner. Yeah. I like the little love banner because it's my family. Let's move it over a little bit. There we go. And then, yep, party time right there. Let's go ahead and commit to that. And so if you've noticed, I kind of going off the banner a little bit. That just gives a little bit more interest up here and the illusion that it's even a bigger area. Still trying to get this drink in here. Party time with a little cocktail. Let's bring it a little closer. I'm gonna let that one sit there for a minute and decide if we like that. I think it's growing on me. Okay, so over here, I just don't know if I should pop out all those. I'm not gonna pop all those out. And so let's go ahead and adhere this down. Again, right between those two photos. And then we'll have this little banner coming out. Now normally if I have an arrow, I would want it going in. Actually, let me turn this around and see. Yeah, we'll change it around. But I do have this little fray from my paper cutter. Yep, there we go. Then I don't feel like it's pointing you off my page. And then let's eat. We were going to put that up onto some foam tape as well. I'm going to bring in those so I don't forget. Okay. Need two sizes on this one because I want that little tip of this banner to also be raised up on the foam tape. So, whoops, let's move that. There we go. Cute. Okay, now let's come to the top up here. I am going to move this a little bit. I used Repo on there. It's just not setting straight. Let's try that. Okay, and then on this side, let's move all that out of the way and put down our doily first. I'm wondering if I should come closer. Let's see. And then barbecue. Let's try closer. Let's see. Barbecue will go flat. And then the picture. One more. Thank goodness for a repositionable tape. Yep, I like it like this. And then I'll put the little drink like that. So the drink I'm going to do flat, and the pitcher of lemonade I will put up onto some foam tape. And mainly because I have elevated something in the other clusters. I'm just putting that one down, putting these a little flatter. They're popping up because I didn't put a lot of, I kept moving it around, so. Okay, so that one's going to get some foam tape. I think, there they are. Again, I'm going to have to do a couple sizes on this one. Okay. And it's going to go like that, kind of at an angle. Cute, and then it kind of goes right into my border, or my little strip there that I put there. Okay, let's put this back up so you can see. And I'm going to come in with some finishing touches. Oh yeah, do we want any other flowers? I think I do. I think I want to come back up here in this space where it was a little bit open. And I'm going to tuck in some more flowers like that. Yeah, that looks nice. Okay. And we'll come in with some gems and some little hearts as our finishing touches. I'm thinking about more flowers down here. Yep, I'm going to keep it there. Okay. And let's see now. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and commit to my little drink up here. I liked it. It grew on me. Maybe I'll do that. Oh no, I want that. These little embellishments have a little bit of a sheen on them. They're super cute. There we go. Okay. Let's see our gems. We have some very cute enamel dots and some fruit, which I won't use on this page after all. I thought I would. I thought I was maybe going to go towards the watermelon, but not that kind of barbecue, I guess. So let's do a couple gems and wrap this up. Let's see. I think I'm going to go right here, and I'll use the two darker ones. Yep, we'll do that. Over here, I kind of like the hearts. Or my multi-purpose tool. Helps me move things around. I'm thinking right up here for a little heart. Bring in some more color, that color up there. Down here, maybe yellow. Yeah, I like that. Okay, and then over here, thinking I'm liking green. I'm gonna go up here for sure. And I think I'm gonna come down here at the bottom as well. There we go. There, I like it. Let me move everything out of the way so we can get a full clean shot of that. See if we like it. See if I'm done. Yep. I think it looks very barbecue-y and party at the same time. So, whew. Oh, good, Gail. I'm glad. I hope that does inspire you. And hi, Jean. Welcome. Yep, there. I like it. I like that. I actually went with 4 clusters. Did you guys notice? I decided, and this one actually got a little bit bigger than I thought, so I'm happy about that. But they're kind of close together, so I guess maybe it could even read as one, because that would be my visual triangle, right? Going like this, and so it brings your eyes right into my photos. So, okay, I do need to go back later and adhere these a little bit more, because I just put a little bit on there to keep them in place while we were playing around. And then other than that, I'm done. And this will be 2 more pages in that my album that I'm getting so close to finishing. So let me come on back. There we go. Okay, well, like it says right there, thank you guys for joining me today. I really appreciate it. That was super fun hanging out with you and getting 2 pages done. I hope that you were able to, or you're going to be able to at some point today, get something done in your craft room. But thank you for joining me, and until next time, take care, everybody, and I'll see you soon. Bye.